The world's largest mask collection, unreleased stuff. Here we are, we're back again. They made a lot of heads. It says phrases that are not even in the movie. So, it's kind of fascinating to see these different generations of, as things move through the process, they made a lot of heads, quite a lot of heads. And they're telling me that these were all acquired directly from ex-Kenner employees, so, they worked there apparently, they took some of these home. And Stanley, that looks a lot different from the Stanley that, eventually did come out. Same with this guy here. Like, look at his head. It's, he looks more like Elmer Fudd than, Stanley Litskog. And, this guy is, pretty funky looking. I'm gonna take an educated guess here. I feel like they painted one of their Joker figures, from Batman. Or Batman the Animated Series, probably. Because I think they were also making the toy line for that. If not, then they just repainted the Joker. And they're like, we're just going to remold them and make them much more chest heavy, as these all are. Because they change heads. Again, we have one here. The head has not been painted. I was going to say yet, but yet has passed about 30 years ago. The paint job is very much still in progress. Unpainted hands and feet there. Yeah, he lost his leg in the meantime. Something I should mention too is these are probably lead painted and they're very fragile. And he just lost a leg just in this video. And I just turned the crank and boy, we got quite a hideous looking Stanley there. Looks like that bully from 5th grade who used to light your shoes on fire when you're in the bathroom. This is not the same Stanley that eventually came out. He had no teeth showing, not much I remember. Maybe we'll have a split screen here or something, but this is not the Stanley that was ever released. Okay, and so this Stanley, I just tried to turn the crank and he does not turn. He is a non-functional prototype. And this is absolutely amazing. I always wondered why there was never a mask like the actual, but there was, and here it is. And I'm guessing, if I had to guess, if I was in the toy business, I would say that that was an A-grade choking hazard potential. So they did make a Loki mask for the figure sets. It never came out, but here's the prototype on it. Flipped it over for you. This isn't something that somebody made. This was actually acquired from a Kenner toy employee. So these are very legit items that are pretty fun. And you can get an idea of just how fragile these are. Like, it doesn't even feel like plastic. It feels like more like a ceramic or something. I don't think that's a mask head. That looks like the guy who used to mow my lawn a few years ago. Back when I lived in Hawaii, this guy, he'd only mow my lawn on Sundays. It was the only day he was ever available. Don't figure that. But he looked exactly like him, and it looks exactly like the hat he used to wear too. What are the odds? So, I was told that this guy's head is wax, which is why it's all shaped like that. Because he got in a little bit of heat and he got pushed around. Poor guy. But I am impressed with these head renditions. I think they're pretty fun. I see this could have been an incredible line had they released it. You know? But here's what a painted head looks like. In fact, let's just lay him down here so we can look in there a little better. But pretty cool. You look great. And what would he be without his fancy hat? His hat, oh my gosh, that was freaky. Did anyone see that? His hat just moved while I was announcing it. Boy, this is like a live-action Toy Story. The difference is it's very creepy when it happens. Wow. But we had a nice promise at the beginning of the episode that we were going to hear some phrases that were not used in the movie from this figure. And the collector had told me that he had heard it. It says phrases that are not even in the movie. We can't get it to duplicate that because we put in like 3 sets of batteries. None of them are doing the job. The button does not work on the side. It was probably like 8 years ago since he's had batteries in here. He said he recorded the phrases being said.
Take it easy, lady. I'm just killing time. Okay. Somebody stop me.
Wish that button would have worked, but I'm glad it was recorded at the time it was last out, just in case for times like this. But just because we're anxious, we tried another set of batteries. These also did not work. But it's fascinating though. You can see like the battery compartment is simply just glued in there, probably because it was good enough to present to a toy executive. Wow, what a man kill. But we did get to see all this cool stuff there, right? Let's flip his head and see who's on the other side. He's now Gilbert Pomeroy. It's like you've had a rough night out. Could I get you some electrolytes or something?